Your 20s is arguably the most important decade of your life, where you'll reach your maximum athletic ability, learn how to function with 4 hours of sleep, and take on great responsibility. So don't screw it up. Number 7. Party people. You screwed it up. So you decided to take on the partying life instead of setting yourself up for the future. To put it in simple terms, you chose to place yourself beside a bunch of horny drunk people who stink like they haven't showered for days, rather than making some money and becoming the best version of yourself. So how do I stop this before it gets to the point where I'm on the streets begging people for money to eat a foot-long sandwich? By party life balance. In your 20s, balancing responsibilities and having fun is one of the more difficult tasks to learn. Do I A, do the laundry, or B, smoke and watch videos of stickmen getting high for the first time? The answer is C. Hire someone to do the laundry so I can smoke and watch stickmen get high for the first time. If only we were that rich. Finding yourself constantly trying to make decisions on a day-to-day basis is stressful, so this is why we have routine. Having a routine helps you balance the things you want to do with the things you have to do. This way you can feel accomplished by completing your chores and work, then award yourself with the party you've been looking forward to, or learning that new skill. You see, parties are fun and all until they become a weekly thing and you reach the, what have I been doing with my time? I have to lock in. And this is why instead of partying, you should A, find a new hobby, B, make some money, and C, become the best version of yourself so that the girl you end up meeting says you're too good for me, leaves, and breaks your heart. Number 6, the one that needs to find the love of their life. Life in your 20s starts to become pretty serious, which understandably you're going to want a serious relationship. But with a world full of devices and hookup culture being the norm, it's becoming increasingly harder to find someone you're compatible with. Back in the day, you'd be able to go up to a girl you saw and pull the,
"Oh man, what a wonderful morning we're having. Would you like to join me for some coffee?"
Now you try doing that, you're going to be hit with 6 harassment lawsuits and some pepper spray. Nonetheless, there is always that one person searching land to sky, sea to sea, star to star for a girlfriend who's right for them.
Keep searching, buddy.
The thing is, you don't have to search for the right person. They will come to you. Now, of course, if you're stuck at home, that'll never happen. So you have to go out, have a cup of coffee, read a book, touch some grass, enjoy your time alone, because this will make you more approachable. Join a run club or a hike club, really anything that you enjoy. And the plus side of this is whilst you're improving yourself, you can also meet new people in a healthy way. You see, the key to talking to new people is setting your mindset to have no expectations. You don't always have to go up to someone expecting a relationship to come of it. After all, this puts a lot of pressure on you to have a positive outcome on your interaction. And I think we all know where that leads. I think you're really pretty fuck. A simple compliment to someone's clothes, nails, hair can go a long way, possibly starting a conversation, and if not, at least you made their day. Number 5, workaholic. In your 20s, finding a job is one of the more important things you'll have to do. It'll really determine if you live in a nice big home or you're wiping bird shit off of people's windshields. There's really 2 types of workaholics. One is working hard to do the job they love, and the other is working to get paid. And of course, with a job comes a boss. As if we didn't hate our jobs enough, they decided to throw in a guy named Rob, who just absolutely wants to make your life a living shithole. Every boss I've had, I've wanted to stick my fat foot up their mouth because they always got something to say. I swear the worst bosses be at entry-level jobs too. They all have this superiority complex working at Walmart. Finding a good job in your 20s isn't easy, as most of them require experience only a seasoned old head would have or a family connection. And let's be real. Most of us won't be getting that $30 an hour to start job. We'll be working to barely afford a McDonald's meal. And don't even get me started on taxes. These motherfuckers be taking 30 to 50%. I don't even know where my money's going. There's supposed to be nice parks and roads, but every corner I take there's a fat pothole staring at me, and parks have turned into the crackhead nation. There's not even a functioning basketball court around here. Anyways, you'll pretty much be stuck at a job rotting away for the rest of your life. So at least find something that you'll enjoy. After all, it's not that serious. Number 4. Adventurer. Being young and free as a 20-year-old is probably the best time to travel, before you're trapped in a dark cell by your children and wife. When you're 20, you don't have as much to lose as a 40-year-old, unless said 40-year-old has nothing but getting to the point once you own your own house, maybe have a wife and some children, the openings for you to go travel have decreased dramatically. And that's why you see a lot of people in their 20s go backpacking or do some sort of traveling. You'll always see them traveling almost every 2 months, posting on their Instagram for every new place they go. They are most definitely broke, but honestly, it's worth it. Number 3. Peaked in high school. Now, I'm not a hating ass dude, but when it comes to these kids, I'm a hating ass dude. There's just something about people who have the highest egos that just rocks my boat. These kids really thought they ruled the world. They always had that one place where they would just all hang out. For us, it was called the Commons. Passing by the Commons was like a final boss mission. I'd be walking and these motherfuckers would be staring me down like they owned me back in some 1900s type shit. And then they graduated. Now it's just kinda sad seeing them running away, working at the fast food restaurant they used to steal from. Some of them joined frats thinking they would still be ruling the world, only to be used as a vacuum boy. I think they all forgot that there was a world high school was preparing them for. I don't know what's more embarrassing though, them not having anything going for themselves or the fact that they still party with the same cool kids group as they did in high school. If you take anything away from this, yeah, just don't be one of these kids. Number 2, try everything. Now that you're 20, you're technically a grown-up, which means your parents can't control everything you do anymore. I mean, they can still kick you out the house, leaving you homeless and unwanted, but that's besides the point. A lot of kids in their pre-20s had their parents on their ass, which kept them from doing a lot of the things they've wanted to do. As a result, as soon as they turn 20, they do the most outlandish things without giving it any thought. Drugs. Drugs are one of those things you don't want to get into. And if you didn't do them during your earlier years, you might have the idea that you've missed out on them. Well, you haven't. They're nothing special. They give you the temporary illusion of being happy when in reality it's sending you down a deep hole of darkness and depression. Alcohol is one of the more common drugs that's fine to have occasionally with a group of friends, but if you gotta rely on it to have fun, then you're probably hanging out with the wrong friends. Tattoos. There's a reason you gotta have parental approval if you're underage, cause a lot of people don't realize that these things last forever. A lot of the time, the kids who had strict parents will want to rebel, so as soon as they're old enough, they go to a tattoo shop and get whatever comes to their head, with no planning or how it could affect them. And in the end, you get this. Or this. Just some outrageous tattoos in the worst places possible. Usually people like this are looking for that adrenaline rush, so sometimes they'll try skydiving or cliff jumping, anything that will get them feeling free. Number 1. The regular Joe. Many people need a lot to make them happy. Shopping, money, cocaine, but some people are just happy with what they have. This is the regular Joe. They work their 9 to 5s to get shit on by their boss, and they're okay with it because they know one day they'll climb up the ladder of their job. They come home to their girlfriend that they met in high school that they really don't even like, because at the time it was convenient for them to get together, but now they're comfortable. Now for some people, that's okay with them to be comfortable every day, knowing what's going to happen day by day and not bringing anything new into their life. Really living the same day over and over again. Comfortability is the thief of joy. In your 20s, it's not the time to become comfortable unless you want to be sitting on a rocking chair thinking about all the regrets you have. Everything you do that makes you uncomfortable will have you learning the most and experiencing the most fun. Skydiving, talking to new people, taking on that new job interview. All amazing things, but they all have that initial fright to them. In the end, go make mistakes, go learn, go do what's scary, and don't be too stupid.